Hello everyone, welcome to the second lesson of the course. Now, it's time to create the monster, to start modeling our monster. And creating something on Cinema 4D, it's quite simple once that you know what tools to use and how to use them. This is the monster that we're going to be creating. You can see that it's quite simple. The main body, it's a simple shape, and the arms are also pretty simple, as well as the feet, and with some little details here on the head and with a very nice face on it. But it's quite simple to create this. It may seem like, wow, it seems really difficult, or it must be super difficult, but once that you know the tools that you need to use, and once that you know how to use them and how to improve your workflow, it's actually pretty simple to create something like this on Cinema 4D. And of course, that's what you're here for. I'm going to show you the best way to accomplish this modeling. So before we start, I want to show you how to start modeling something, and the best way is to start with a cube. If you have anything, if you know anything about sculpting, or if you have some sort of idea of how sculpting works, they also work with a simple shape, and then they transform it into something else, into a base, into a cup, into a statue or something. But they start with a very simple shape, for example like a cube. And on Cinema 4D we are going to apply this to also. We're going to start with a cube, at least for the body, and we're going to model this cube and turn it into this body of the monster. So to do that, we're going to use the modeling and the sculpting tools here on Cinema 4D. If you take a look at the layout of Cinema 4D, we have here the layout. It's on startup, or it could be on standard. It's practically the same, and you can see that it has the main tools, the most elemental tools here on Cinema 4D. But if you change this layout to maybe modeling, you can see that we have a different toolbar here, and we have things, for example, like the extrude, like the bevel, the knife, and the extrude inner. If we change the layout to sculpting, we have some more tools here. We have the pull, grab, smooth, wax. We're going to use a lot of these tools, and I'm going to show you, of course, how to use all of them properly. But first, let's go to standard, and we're going to start with this cube. And the idea here is to turn this cube into a shape that later can become like this body here. Now you may wonder, how do we turn a cube with sharp edges into something as smooth as this body? And for that we're going to be using this subdivision surface. And what subdivision surface is that this subdivision surface adds some more polygons to a shape, and if the shape has more polygons, it will be smoother. For example, we have here the subdivision surface, and you can see that there's nothing happening here because it's just a generator. It isn't an object, it isn't a shape like these ones. It's just a generator. So if we want this to work, we have to take our cube object and drop it into the subdivision surface. You can see the arrow pointing down. That means that this cube will become a child of the subdivision surface. So if we drop it here, you can see that now the cube has become a circle. Well, it's become a ball itself. And that's because the subdivision surface added some more polygons so that this cube shape has some more polygons, and then it will become smoother. Now you can play with this. For example, if you take the subdivision surface and add some more subdivisions here on the editor, you can make it look smoother by adding some more polygons. You can see that now it's really smooth. And if you lower the subdivisions, it will become really steppy. So let's add some more subdivisions. Let's leave it on 6. Yeah, I think 6 is a good number. And now if you take the cube, you can see on the object, you can see that we have some segments. If we add some more segments, for example on the y-axis, you can see that the shape is becoming a little less smooth. It's changing because if we drop it, if we turn off the subdivision surface here, you can see that what we're doing is adding some more segments, some more subdivisions here on our cube. We can add some more subdivisions here and on the x-axis, and the shape will change. So this is really nice to create some sort of rounded rectangle. You can see how cool it looks. But for now, that's not what we're after, so let's leave it on 1, 1, 1. And of course, if you want to take a look of how it looks without the subdivision surface, just turn it off here on the check mark, and you can see how the object looks without the subdivision surface. Now let's remove this subdivision surface for now, and let's start creating the body of the monster. You can see that if you take a look at it, it's a little wider here on the bottom and then becomes like a rounded shape here on the head. So we need to turn this cube into something that resembles that shape and then apply the subdivision surface for it, because if we apply the subdivision surface right now, you can see that it's just a simple ball. So it's time to model this cube, and if we want to model something, we need to make it editable, because right now if we grab these tools, for example if we grab the polygon selection tool, right now it's not doing anything because it is an object. If we want to model something, we need to make it editable. Now there's two options to make a cube editable. You can click on it and press the letter C on your keyboard, and that's it. You can see that it's now editable. Or you can right click and select here make editable, and that's it. It's the same process, just a little shortcut with the C on the keyboard. Now it's time to turn this cube into something that we can work on. So let's begin by changing the layout to modeling. Alright, and you can see that we have some more tools here. We have the extrude and the bevel, and right now we're going to be using the bevel tool. So click here on the bevel and make sure that we are on polygon selection. Now just click here on the top and take the mouse to the right until you get this shape, some sort of pyramid shape here on the top. And now change this to point selection mode and take your live selection tool, which is this arrow with the red circle, and grab the bottom right points here on the cube, and now you will get this axis, the move axis. Now take the x-axis a little bit to the right like this until you get this shape, and repeat the same with the left points. You will have something like this. And now it's time to create our subdivision surface and drop the cube into this generator, and you will have this shape. You can see that it's a nice shape. is like a rounded triangle or something. Click on the subdivision surface and make sure that we have a lot of subdivisions, maybe 6, so that the shape is really smooth. Okay, it's looking fine right now. Now we need to change a little bit the size of this shape. You can see if the monster is taller and it has like this side is bigger, then it becomes thinner, and it's bigger again here on the head. So we need to do that with this shape. So take the cube, and here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the polygon tool and we're going to click on the right side and take it a little bit to the right, the left side a little bit to the left. We're going to have this shape, and we're going to take this right side and take it a little bit to the left. This is really random, just until we get the right shape. Take the left side and take it to the right, because it's a very organic shape, so it's not, I can tell you exactly how much to the left you have to bring it. It's just trusting your instincts on your common sense. Take now the top part, and this time you're going to take the scale tool and let's grab our y-axis and take it to the right until this is wider here. Now take again your move tool and take this a little bit to the left and this a little bit to the right. Like this. And now let's take the whole cube, and here on the coordinates tab, you can see it here on the X scale, which is here on the middle. Let's make it a little bit thinner here, like this, and we will get this shape. Now finally take again the top part and now make it a little bit wider until you get this shape. So you will have this shape. It's looking really nice. Maybe we can grab our cube and make the x-axis, the z-axis just a little bit lower, so that the shape isn't so big. Like this. You take a look at the monster. Okay, yeah, this is fine. And now we're good with the body. So right now it doesn't make much sense because we have nothing else but just one shape, one rounded shape, but later it will become something that will look like this monster right here. So you can see how easy it is to model something on Cinema 4D. And on the next lesson I'm going to teach you how to create these arms, and it's actually quite funny to create. It's really cool to create some shapes like this on Cinema 4D, but that will come on the next lesson. This is it for the second lesson of the course. I hope that you understood everything of how modeling works here on Cinema 4D. You can see that it's quite simple once that you know the tools and how to use them. It's actually quite simple to create something here on Cinema 4D. So let's go to the next lesson.